Hi friends, Michelle here with Garden Jargon. Good to see you guys. I am Michelle with Garden Jargon, Grow Zone 5B, and it's, I don't know, February 20, 21, 22, something like that. And I wanted to come out here and show you this crazy project I'm doing. It's like 40 degrees today. It was a little bit sunnier earlier today. It was a little warmer, and then I had a quick meeting for lunch, and then I came home and I wanted to show you what I'm doing because I made the mistake of getting on Facebook and looking at a tulip company that was on major clearance for tulips. And little did I know, tulips are supposed to go in the ground in like October. Well, I didn't know, and I bought them. I bought a bunch of them. So I have been doing some research, and I've been told that you could still grow them in some buckets. They might not come up, but at least you might give them a chance this season. And then right away after they bloom or not bloom or whatever, you can pull them out and then put them in the ground and let them sit for next year. And so that's what we're going to do. So I wanted to share that with you today. So let me go grab the tulips and show you what I did. Ugh. All right, ready for this? Look at the tulips. This might not be as big of a tulip haul as some of you tulip people out there, but they're sprouting already. Look at all these tulips. So there's tons of them in here. And I know that you can plant them in buckets because I've seen that on YouTube. I mean, you could see my yard. This is the only spot in the world in my yard that I have room for perennials. And in here now, I have spider flowers that come back. I have garlic chives that come back. I have chives that come back. I have some cone flowers here. Some other kind of grass. Those look like onions. I don't even know what that is. Over here, I think that's hostas or gladiolas. I don't even know. I don't know. And then my sister gave me this. And it came up really pretty this year. It's going to come back. I don't think there's anything here, but there was a bunch of hostas here when I first moved in. And I dug the heck out of them and tried to get them out of here because they struggle so bad. Because this is east. And so that morning sun comes here until like later afternoon, and this fries. So I would love to put some tulips in here. So maybe I'll watch and see what comes up out of here this spring so that I can mark where I can put the tulips. But I don't have a lot of space for perennials here at my house. Obviously I have my garden, and that's for food. I don't necessarily want to plant like chicken wire. But over here, this is the south. So because they had some landscaping fabric down here and put some gravel, maybe I can kind of edge this out and put some mulch in here. Because I edged it there and put mulch there for the garbage cans. But maybe I could put something here because you can see even the siding on the house is fried because this is the south part of the house. So those two windows are my bedroom. That's the bathroom. And this gets sun always. So I do know that I've been inspired by some tulips that pop out of the ground over here, and I don't see any right now. But some random 5 or 6 tulip bulbs of red tulips are right there. And every spring they pop up, and last year before we had a hard frost, I picked them because I was petrified that they were going to die. I took them in and I put them in a glass of water, and then they popped open, and I was scared. I thought I killed them. But I didn't know the tulips open and close, open and close. And then I got on this tulip kick, and then I bought all these stupid tulips on clearance. I think I paid 50 bucks for every single one of these tulips. So I'm going to plant them in the buckets. So what I've been told is you can plant them pretty close together. You can do a little layer on the bottom, put some more soil, put some more tulips so they come out of the bucket in different heights. We're in Chicago Grow Zone 5B. It stays pretty cold here until like the end of March, April. So hopefully they'll go through that cold stratification. I got them last week and I just shoved them in the refrigerator. So they've been in the fridge ever since then. So I'm going to just go ahead and plant them in the buckets. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut out some chicken wire and lay that down as a top layer and put some soil on top of that too, so the squirrels don't have their way with my tulips. And then I think I'm just going to line them up against the house right there and let them do their thing. And then if they bloom this year, great. If not, then I will just put them in the ground for next season. So let me put you down on time lapse and I'm going to plant these buckets. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi. Well, okay, I planted a bunch, but I ran out of soil. So what I'm going to do, you see those buckets back there? That's potting soil from all my flower pots from last year that grew all my flowers in my seeding area in my garden. So I'm going to go ahead and dump those out into my plastic bin and take the big clumps out of it, and then I'm going to continue to fill buckets with tulips because I have a lot of tulips. I need to fill those buckets. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I will just pause you until I get back and do the rest. Okay, so I wanted to show you kind of what my buckets looked like when I planted the tulip bulbs in the bucket. So they look like that. That far apart, and then I am just loosely packing soil on the top of it, and I'm leaving plenty of space in the bucket, as you see, because I have to put maybe a layer of chicken wire on the top and put some more soil on the top because I have squirrels and they will think that these are theirs. So that's what I'm going to have to do, is put some chicken wire. As you can see, I have it right there. You barely see it. I got to get out the snippers and count how many buckets that I need to make chicken wires for, and then bring those out here tomorrow because I'm freezing. My fingers are frozen right now. So I'm going to finish topping these off with some soil, and then I'm going to stack them over there on the side of the house. We're supposed to get rainy and cold for the next 2 days. I'm also, I stacked, you may have seen the variety bag. I stacked the buckets right on top of that so that I can make a stabber, plant marker stabber, you know me, my stabbers, and put them in the bucket too so that I know the variety of those flowers. Then I could take pictures of them and keep them in my phone for when they start to bloom or when they start popping up. If they do, I have no idea. I'm going to take some to my church too and put them in the buckets by our front entrance at the church because we have these huge giant buckets and I know they're at least 10 inches deep, and pop some of those in there for the spring. So that's it. I just wanted to share with you. I bought these tulips on Tulip World. I think that's what it's called. Let me check. Tulip World. I'm not affiliated with them, but I saw them on Facebook and they have a clearance right now. I got 25 bulbs for like $4. So go shopping at Tulip World. Get yourself some pretty tulips. I've never grown them. I just have them on accident in the front of my house. So I'm excited to grow them this year. So we'll see what happens. I'll do a follow-up video, obviously, when they start coming up in the spring. But we still have like 3 more months, 2.5 more months of spring. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks. Bye.